Every Wednesday we get to meet people from all around the world and today we are bringing in the original, the 원조 외국인을 한번 모셔봤습니다. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 브라질에서 온 카를로스 고리트입니다. Nice to meet you.
반갑습니다.
반갑습니다.
또 이제 새 신랑이잖아요.
네, 맞아요. 3개월밖에 안 됐어요.
와우, 새 신랑 이런 결혼 소감이 어떠신가요?
좋죠. 네, 여러분 잘하시죠?
Good. I'm hoping to get married soon one day. Hopefully I'll be bright and glowing as you are.
Yeah,
it's good to
I'm
see.
sure you will.
Yeah, one day, hopefully. And so for those of you guys who don't know, I mean, I called him the 원조, the original, just because you've been here for quite some time.
It's been a while. Yeah, we were just talking about it.
Yeah.
When I do the math, I can't really imagine. I could never imagine it would be here this long.
그러니까요. 얼마나 되셨어요?
13년 됐어요.
와, 13년.
2008년 여름에 왔는데
네.
빨리 왔어요.
진짜 시간이 엄청 빨리 가요.
그렇죠. 시간이.
근데 또 스토리가 굉장히 좀 색다르더라고요.
네, 좀 특이하죠.
Yeah.
저는 뭐 많은 사람들이 한국을 좋아해서 한국을 사랑해서 한국까지 왔는데 저는 그냥 와서 사랑하게 됐어요. Really, before I came to Korea, I didn't know a word of Korean. I didn't know Canada, Ramabasa. I didn't know anything. 안녕하세요. I didn't know how to use chopsticks.
그럼 젓가락질도.
젓가락질 와서 배웠어요.
아하.
네,
지금은 잘해요?
지금은 칭찬받아요. 감동적이었어요, 그거. 처음에는 고생했는데 어느 날은 어떤 뭐 이렇게 식당 아주머니한테 칭찬받아서 너무나 아직도 기억하는 날이에요. 너무 행복한 날.
맞아요. 이런 게 바로 소확행이라고 하죠.
그렇죠.
The small things that really make your day.
Yeah, when you come as a foreigner and you learn everything from scratch, from nothing, and then you just you find your way in life in Korea. Wow, that's really, really, you find happiness
I'm sure.
in places you could never imagine.
I know. Well, we are talking to Carlos from Brazil. 그래서 2부 퀴즈는 다음 중 브라질의 수도는 도대체 어디일까요? We actually did a little test amongst our team. 다 틀렸어요.
진짜요?
다 틀렸어요.
Come on.
1번 브라질리아, 2번 상파울로, 3번 리오데자네이루.
아이고.
It's a little 헷갈릴 수도 있기 때문에 문자 많이 보내주세요. 샵 1013으로 단문 50원, 장문 100원 보내주시면 추첨을 통해서 커피 쿠폰 드리겠습니다.
화이팅 여러분.
Fighting! All right, well, let's get to know your story a little bit more. Many people know about you just briefly, a little bit, but I don't know if they know that you've actually been to North Korea before.
Yes, I've been twice to North Korea. Yeah, I was always curious about it.
아, 그래요?
Yeah, because it's you know half of the country, and I think you should visit the other half.
Right.
브라질 가면 그냥 상파울로만 대도시만 가면 어떤 브라질을 만나게 될 거잖아요. 어떤 사람이랑 이야기할 거고 뭐 주로 영어 잘하는 사람, 상대적으로 잘 사는 사람이랑 만날 거잖아요.
네.
근데 다른 지역에 가면은 느낌이 다르고 문화도 다르고 음식도 다르잖아요. 그래서 한국 마찬가지라고 생각했어요.
Wow.
If I just visit the southern part, it's beautiful, it's really interesting. But I was still curious about visiting the northern part of the country.
그래서 이런 궁금한 게 많아서 북한도 두 번
갔다 왔어요. 첫 번째는 친구 결혼식 때문에 한번 평양에 갔다 오고.
어떻게 친구가?
외국인 친구였어요. 근데 그 친구가 북한 학 그쪽의 전문가로서 자기 결혼식을 평양에서 했어요.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
Yeah,
and, 굉장히 뭐 좀 신선하고 좀 색다른데 사실 결혼식은 한국이랑 그렇게 다르지 않았어요.
아, 그래요? It's kind of the same, the payback and everything.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Okay.
Yeah. Like when you go to the wedding hall.
바로바로 끝내고.
Right.
빨리빨리해요.
빨리빨리해요.
북한도 빨리빨리.
그렇죠. 역시 빨리빨리는.
대한민국의 피에
그럼요.
있는 것 같아요. It's just in the Korean blood, north or south.
Yeah, and the second time I went with TV. show.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It was in 2019, and then we shot a TV show, and it was a documentary.
와우, 최근이었네요. 2019년.
2019년 12월에 방송 나왔어요. 반응이 아주 좋고
Yeah.
아주 재밌었습니다.
How was it? You only went to Pyongyang or you went to other places?
No, I went to Pyongyang, Siniju. I went to Sariwon. I came all the way down to Kaesong. I saw the southern part of the DMZ from the northern part.
Wow.
I went to Wonsan on the east, the other coast.
Okay.
Yeah, East Sea. And also I went to Kumgangsan twice.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, Kumgangsan is amazing.
I've heard.
So beautiful.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I've only read about it.
Yeah,
as
then
well.
I finally understood all the, the Sokdam they have about Kumgangsan.
Oh, really?
Kumgangsan도 Shikgukyong. You have to go there and then you understand.
Okay. 힘들었나요?
아니요. 뭐 힘든 거는 많은데 근데 모든 것은 이렇게 신선하고 너무 특이해서
음식은
괜찮았어요.
어떠셨어요? 평양냉면 평양에서 드셔보세요.
그럼요.
Was it good?
It was delicious.
Wow, interesting. I'm not a big fan of 평양냉면. 저는 함흥이 제일 좋아가지고.
예, 함흥까지는 가지 못했는데 다음번에.
All right. I mean, you've stayed busy. I mean, right now you're even in your suit attire coming straight from work.
I just came from the office.
아하, 바쁜 생활.
바쁜 생활.
오늘
매일매일 한국식.
그러니까요. 늦게 퇴근.
늦게 퇴근.
저희 때문에. 감사합니다.
아니요. 사실 퇴근하고 이렇게 오면은 마음이 조금 더 편해서 얘기하기가 더 쉬울 것 같아요.
Okay.
좋았어요.
Well, I mean, talking about being a newlywed, you and your wife started a video platform kind of introducing the Brazilian culture, the differences between the two countries. Is there like the best video that you would recommend if you could show your fans just one video?
Right. So it's been 5 years that we are on NotTube. Yeah. And we have our own channel. Most of our videos are in Portuguese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we basically introduce Korea to Brazilian viewers. And the video I like the most is the when I went to visit my in-laws. Yeah, so that was a hit. I wasn't expecting it.
그러니까요.
근데 진짜 깜짝 놀랐어요. 사람들이 너무
반응이
신기하고.
그러니까요.
그때는 설날이었고요. 그런 설날이었기 때문에 뭐 제사하는 방법도 있었고 뭐 이렇게
And
절에서 하고.
your wife's family was okay with filming them and things like that?
Kind of. So they agreed to be on the videos, but we don't really show their faces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're
That's
still
great.
very shy.
Respect.
Yeah, but her nieces, her cousins, they were okay with it.
Okay.
So they play a big part
Yeah.
in the video.
Yeah. I bet family culture, that's what people want to see, your real
Exactly.
life.
Well, they like, Brazilians love learning about families, Latin Americans in general, I think. And family relations here in Korea are so important. People care so much about it. We have all the movies, all the dramas, everything. So it was good to show them our own perspective, our own experience to share with them.
Yeah.
They really liked it.
Yeah, I mean, you're such a strong bridge for the two countries together. I mean, whether it's like the media, your own personal platform as well, and you also work at the embassy as well.
Yeah, it's been 8 years that I work at the Embassy of Brazil in Seoul. I'm in charge of education, and recently I've been also working with culture and science and technology. There's a lot of work.
Wow, that is.
Yeah, so.
대사관까지에서도 일하시고 또 방송에도 나오시고.
그러면. 연차 많이 냈어요. 촬영 때문에.
돈 많이 벌겠어요.
돈은 아직 괜찮아요.
When will the money actually come?
Someday, eventually.
Well, if you're just joining us now, we are talking to Carlos Gorrito here on the show from Brazil. And we want to know if you guys know the capital city of Brazil. 오늘의 2부 퀴즈는 다음 중 브라질 수도는 어디일까요? 1번 브라질리아, 2번 상파울루, 3번 리오데자네이루. 여러분 아시면 샵 1013으로 단문 50원, 장문 100원 유료 문자 보내주시면 추첨을 통해서 커피 쿠폰 드리겠습니다. 사실 이 리오데자네이루 이게 발음하기 어려워요.
리오데자네이루.
오, 히읗이에요.
히읗 발음이에요.
원래 R로 스펠링을 하는데.
그렇죠. 근데 우리 포르투갈어 발음으로는 R는 히읗이랑 더 비슷해요.
interesting.
히오디자네이루. 모음 사이에 나오면은 그건 레이로.
아, 그러면 이름도 Carlos?
그거 우리 고향 사투리로 하면은 Carlos.
Carlos.
맞아요.
성도 고히토.
아니에요. 거기 모음 사이에 있잖아요. O-R-I. 그렇죠? 모음 사이에 있으면은 라. 그럼 리얼
오케이.
고리토.
오케이. 수학이네요. It's like math. All right.
It's confusing.
It is a bit confusing. And because you speak 3 languages, and I would say you've perfected, 진짜 언어의 달인이잖아요.
I'm still learning. Yeah.
Well, aren't we
I
all?
don't feel like a 천재. I'm more like a 노동자. I'm working every day on
사실
that.
영어도 원어민이잖아요. 근데 영어 달인도 아니에요. 계속 배우는 거잖아요.
그렇죠.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, one day also I'll perfect the English language.
Hopefully.
But we want to know about your Korean language journey as well, because as you said, you came to Korea and then knew about Korea and then fell in love with the country and the culture.
Yeah.
So how was it learning Korean from a more Portuguese and an English background?
It was challenging. I have to say it was really challenging. I think that by that time, back in 2008-9, the number of materials for us to learn Korean, it was really limited.
맞아요.
And I don't think there were many Latin language speakers like Spanish, French, Italian, and Portuguese speakers that were learning Korean. So basically studying with all the Chinese and other Asian students, that was very, very challenging.
그러니까요. 원조라고 하는데 진짜 서울대학으로 입학하셨잖아요. 근데 그때도 the 분위기 was so different.
It was very different.
Yeah,
it was very
you said,
different. Yeah. And so basically in Brazil, I was getting A pluses all the time.
아하,
and
모범생이었는데.
모범생처럼 살았는데 모범생이 척하면서. And then I came to Korea. 학당에서는 너무 힘들어가지고 그때는 그냥 골등이었어요. 이렇게 좋은 학생이 아니었고 그때 그거는 좀 힘들었어요, 사실.
What was the most difficult part about
I think it's the psychological part of it because you use it to learn foreign languages. At least my case, I speak French and Spanish as well.
Oh my goodness.
So
4개 국어? 4개 국어?
5개 국어. 한국어 포함돼요.
Wow.
Well, it doesn't really matter.
Well, let's count them. French, Portuguese, English, Korean.
And Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah, Spanish.
역시.
Yeah. 근데 다 비슷하잖아요. 다 비슷해요.
I mean, 5국의, if you speak 5 languages, 거기까지 가면 그냥 다 비슷하겠죠.
한국어는 완전히 달라요. 한국의 진짜 급이 달라요.
Well, because you're speaking Latin.
That's the
languages,
point. Yeah, that's the point.
Right.
And even English, well, you have a lot of words that come from Latin roots.
Yeah.
And if you want to write a beautiful text in English, you can use all those Latin words that nobody uses.
맞아요.
And that we use every day in Brazil. And I was used to that, like having a language or vocabulary to help you. But when you start to learn Korean, you have nowhere to save yourself.
Yeah.
And that was very challenging.
Sure.
It was very, very challenging.
Yeah, I bet. Well, I mean, you've done so much along the way as well. You've come a long way from that time. And now you were appointed as a mentor for a social integration program. 한국어로는 뭐 사회통합 이민자 멘토단에 위촉되셨다고 하는데요. 이게 뭔가요? 사회통합 프로그램이 어떤 것인지 좀 짧게 알려줄 수 있을까요?
네, 사실 이거 그 정부 쪽에서 외국인 지원하려고 그런 프로젝트 만들었잖아요. 그럼 멘토단이라는 그룹이 있어요. 그럼 멘토단 안에 약간 다양한 프로필, 다양한 생활을 하고 있는 그런 친구들, 외국인들 모여서 뭐 지금 한국에서 살고 있는 다른 외국인들한테 멘토 역할 해주는 거예요. 약간 조언, 뭐 그냥 sharing experiences and giving advice. That's basically what we do all the time. So we give a lot of lectures. Sometimes we have meetings to discuss policies, rules regarding immigration, visa.
So the boring stuff as well.
Yeah, the boring stuff as well, but I think it's important.
Sure.
Yeah. When I was basically I was invited to join that, and that there was a selection process, and I was approved. I was happy to be to know that someone was eager to listen to us.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's the most important thing for me. If we get to change or not, that's going to take a while.
Yeah.
But we've come a long way in terms of supporting foreigners and really promoting 사회통합, social integration with people from different backgrounds here in Korea. So that's why I'm really passionate about the program, and I work hard for that.
Yeah, I'm sure. And you know, the reason why I say it's kind of boring is because it's a difficult topic. And it's always changing, I would say, the rules and regulations when it comes to immigration and visas and, you know.
And the fact that you think that's a good point because we have to change it.
Yeah.
That's because we have to improve communication. People, they should be able to predict and plan and adapt and get ready for changes before they come out, you know, not just by reading in the newspaper.
That's right. Well, I mean, you've done so much, and I don't even think I need to ask you what you want to do in the future. 워낙 해왔던 게 너무 많아가지고 앞으로 어떤 활동, 이런 계획이 있으신지.
뭐 지금까지 다양한 활동했기는 했는데 앞으로도 조금 더 다양해졌으면.
그러니까요. 조금 더 다양해졌으면 또 이런 가수 활동도.
아, 가수예요?
이미 데뷔를 하셨잖아요.
가수는 잘 모르겠는데.
No, I mean, actually, one of the most interesting facts that we found online is that you participated in a song called 세뇨리따 by 여자아이들, 지아이들.
Yeah.
Well, how did that come to be? 목소리도 참여하셨다고 하는데 어떻게 됐어요?
아주 좋은 질문이에요. 이거 재밌는 스타일인데. So basically, I'm not a singer. I'm really bad with music. I don't sing well. I can't dance. So every time they ask me to dance samba, I'm really bad at it. Don't ask me for that.
But, it's radio.
Yeah,
so.
It's radio. It's a good thing. I like it. But I've been working as a voice actor and working like voiceover and narrations for a long time in Portuguese. In Portuguese.
워낙 목소리가 좋아하시고.
그거 그냥
성우 일도 하시고.
그거 뭐 그냥 한국에 와서 다 배웠어요. 브라질에서 하다가 한국 뭐 이렇게 아니고 그냥 하면서 배운 건데.
Okay.
So one day they were looking for a Brazilian, for someone that spoke Portuguese, to go and do a featuring with them. It's like saying señorita. I think originally they were looking for someone that spoke Spanish.
Sure.
But for some reason, I went there.
Yeah. Because, I mean, señorita is a Spanish word.
We have the same word in Portuguese.
Okay.
Yeah, we have it. Actually, with an H, an N, and an H instead of the N. And with the, the 물고기.
The squiggle?
Yeah. So, but we have the same word.
Okay.
And the pronunciation is a little bit different, but it's exactly the same meaning and everything.
Okay.
So I went there and... I just taught them the way that I spoke, in my accent.
Oh, yeah. But then they recorded you.
Yeah, they recorded me.
And you're on the song.
Yeah, I'm on the song.
Wow.
Yeah, it was challenging, but
가수네요, 가수가
진짜
됐어요.
재밌었어요. 그냥 일반적인 뭐 이런 녹음이 아니었고 라디오에서도 나오고.
Yeah, wow,
진짜
that's interesting.
깜짝 놀랐어요.
Yeah, we'll have to take a listen in just a bit. But before we let you go, we have to give out the answers to our quiz. 다음 중 브라질의 수도가 어디일까요? 1번 브라질리아, 2번 상파울로, 3번 이 뭐죠? 리오.
리오데자네이루.
Wow, getting in messages. 2587님께서는 3번이라고 보내주셨는데요. 3번은
리오데자네이루.
아하, 아닙니다. 3679 also said 3번 리오라고 보내주셨는데요. That's what I thought. 저도 리오이라고 생각을 했는데 오답입니다. 9564님께서는 1번 브라질레아 귀요미 박레아 화이팅이라고 보내주셨는데요. 화이팅 to 박레아. Shout out to her. 4219 says 브라질리아입니다. 얼마 전까지 상파울로가 수도인 줄 알았는데 아이랑 수도 이름 맞추기 놀이를 하다가 틀렸다는 것을 알았네요. 라고 보내주셨는데요. There you go. Yes! It's confusing, I tell you. 8736 also says 1번 브라질리아요. 헷갈릴 수도 있다고가 힌트였어요. 그래서 확실하게 1번 선택했습니다. 늘 잘 듣고 있습니다. 4820님께서도 정답 맞추셨고요. 5118님 브라질리아. 0728 also got it right. 1385 texts in 브라질리아. 브라질 커피요. 라고 보내주셨는데요. 맞아요. 그래서 커피 쿠폰 드려야겠습니다. Yes! Congratulations to 1385님. And once again, thank you to Carlos. Hopefully we'll see you next time.
Oh, thank you so much. It was great talking to you.
It was so much fun.
또 만나요.
그러니까요.